Hi, folks. It's Robin here, and welcome back to Toadstool Tarot. I was intrigued by this indie deck. If any of you have ever tried to learn tarot using the keywords, you might find that keywords don't always work for you. When I saw this deck, I thought, gee, most if not all of these are right on the mark for me. So I thought I'd share this with you. It's called Life is Like a Board Game Tarot. And if you're familiar with the board game Monopoly, it's pretty much laid out like a Monopoly deck. It comes in this handsome linen cardstock. These are the backs with a border of question marks. And the fronts are the colors of the Monopoly board game. Now, it's not that intriguing a deck if you're talking about imagery, but in terms of keywords, I think it's really good. I thought it might be helpful to do a side-by-side with a traditional Rider Waite Smith deck so you can see how well the cards seem to match up. For instance, we start off with the Fool. So we have here the Fool and Go. Very, very perfect way to start your Fool's journey with the word Go. The Magician we have summed up by a wand. The High Priestess by a crystal ball. The Empress by a diamond ring. The Emperor by a crown. The Hierophant by a cross. The Lovers. The Chariot. Strength by a lion. The Hermit's Lantern by a light bulb. The Wheel of Fortune. Oop, my cards are a little out of order here. Justice by a police officer's cap. The Hanged Man. Death by a tombstone. Temperance by a water valve in a plumbing system. The Devil by a jail cell. The Tower by a building that's been disrupted. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment by a bullhorn. The World by a map. Now we get into the minor arcana. Here we have Ace of Cups, an overflowing emotions place. The cups are the suit of emotions. Two of Cups, soulmates and connection place. I want you to notice these in the cards. Three of Cups, it's a party place. Four of Cups, not interested place. Five of Cups, damn that sucks place. Six, nostalgia place. Seven, confusing illusions place. 8, leave it all behind place. 9, wishes come true place. I think you can see now that these keywords might make it particularly easy for a newcomer to read. 10, happily fulfilled place. Page of Cups, development of affection and creative energy. Knight, messenger of romance and invitations. Queen of Cups, supporter of compassion and intuitive feelings. King of Cups, provider of emotional support and maturity. Now we have the Pentacles, which is material concerns. And with the Ace is starting stable avenue. And we have a little avenue here. Number 2, balancing act avenue. 3, collaboration avenue. 4, holding on tight avenue. 5, struggle avenue. 6, reciprocity avenue. 7, waiting patiently avenue. Number 8, watch me work avenue. Number 9, independence avenue. Number 10, abundant legacy avenue. The Page of Pentacles, development of trust and manifestation. The Knight, messenger of slow and steady. The Queen, supporter of generosity and security. The King, provider of prosperity and power. Now we're on to the Swords, which is usually communication, words and thoughts. So for the Ace, we have clarity way. 2 of Swords is indecision way. Grief and sorrow way for the 3. 4, restful solitude way. 5, win or lose way. 6, better things ahead way. 7, something shady way. Number 8, mentally stuck way. 9, anxiously stressed out way. 10, darkest before dawn way. The Page, development of information and contracts. The Knight, messenger of impulse and opportunity. The Queen of Swords, supporter of truth and protection. The King, provider of logic and impartial judgment. Ace of Wands. This is usually has to do with passion and creative pursuits. Passion and desire gardens for the ace. Forward movement gardens for the 2. Future plans gardens for the 3. Joyous home gardens for the 4. Conflict gardens for the 5. Moment of glory gardens for the 6. Perseverance gardens for the 7. Quick communication gardens for the 8. Wearily defensive gardens for the 9. Heavy burdens gardens for the 10. The page, we have development of news and enthusiasm. The Knight, messenger of acting first and thinking later. Queen, supporter of ambition and business success. And King, provider of authority and charm. Now, I think I have these both out here to show you how well these relate. And I think sometimes if people have trouble learning the RWS, these could be really good cards to help one learn the RWS. They kind of coalesce the cards into keywords. On the other hand, if you know the RWS, you've got those images in your mind. When you draw these cards, those images may come to mind. Now, I wouldn't say this is the most beautiful or entertaining deck when it comes to the imagery, but there's a sort of wit or amusement to it. There's some nice color in it. In terms of doing readings, it seems fairly direct. I think this might be a fun deck to work with, and if you have any nostalgia for the board game of Monopoly, it may appeal to you. If you need more going on for you in the way of stories or imagery, you might go for another deck, but this is what it is, and I think it's kind of a fun little addition to have, perhaps in lieu of a little white book, a little white guidebook. So even if you don't use this to draw from, if you use the RWS and get stuck on a card, you might want to pull out this box and refer to that card to help you with your interpretation of the RWS image. Anyway, that ought about do it for me today. I just thought this would be a fun deck to look at alongside the traditional RWS. Might be a little more helpful than just doing a straightforward walkthrough. So that is the Life is Like a Board Game. Cards are pretty good, pretty standard actually for a deck of cards. I think they're about the same. It's about the same thickness as a regular deck of RWS. Okay, I'll let you all go, and I'll look for you next time. Thanks for stopping by.